I'm Sean. I'm the design lead at SBO Labs. About 15 years plus of experience in website design and brand identity. We were contracted here to work with DRESUN, which is a superhero that just needed a little bit of love. So we took what was a really great idea and was a really great character, and we contracted a professional illustrator. The professional illustrator really just brought DRESUN to the next level so that he was a little bit more on par with Marvel quality illustration work. And from there, we built a website based around DRESUN, essentially a home for DRESUN where people could find out more about his story, more about his powers, and interact with the brand. So get in touch with the creator. And in the future, of course, this will be a platform for all the fans to connect.
So the website as it exists today is is based on a character that's created out of the comics that Gene has authored and formed stories around. You've taken the character and brought him to the next level and put him onto a website. Now the character is going to go into become a movie hero, big screen feature film. Do you see changes to the website to adapt the change from being a comic book character into one that is now a live action character?
Yeah, for now it's a very well put together website, but it is small. So really we're just going to grow the site and have a bigger emphasis on the movie aspect of the website. So for now it's just a small section on the website with concept mock-ups. So we've essentially like superimposed the DRESUN logo onto actors' suits. So for now it's conceptual. The DRESUN character himself is done. He's a unique illustrated character, but as far as what that's going to look like on the big screen, still yet to be found, or yet to be seen. With characters, we find that they're very, very colorful at a comic level, and then it seems like their suits tend to mature for the big screen. So lots of changes there. We essentially have to design the movie character. What are the differences? And then as far as the site itself, we'll just continue to build that. It will probably have a movie page, and then on that movie page, we'll have the up and coming discussions, and hopefully some better conceptual art.
I understand SBO Labs is creating a video on your involvement in the making of the website, which includes Gene and the artwork and everything. Something that you're active in part of. Is that something that we can expect to see on the website? Or where else are you looking at promoting that video?
Sure. So we have a YouTube channel. It's in its infancy. We just posted the first video in a series of kind of how it came to be. So we are starting off with a character that we designed. He's a 3D animated character named Proto, kind of like a kid robot kind of thing that any kid could relate to. So we're gonna do a how he came to be video launch on our YouTube. The next video will be DRESUN. As you're asking, it will be seen on our YouTube channel, all of our social media. Our YouTube channel is new, but our social media is, for lack of a better word, popping. So it's very popular. So we're gonna take these videos and we're gonna trim them down, and we're gonna make them story sized, and put them on our Instagram, on our Facebook, etc. So you'll see them there, you'll see it there. You will see that video hopefully on the DRESUN website as well, maybe on the homepage, something like that, almost like an explainer video. And as we discuss it right now, it would probably be good to contract yourself, Gene, to come in and be a part of the video, right? So it's kind of like an origin video, and we cut and edit it with music and all that, and it ends up being a really beautiful production.
Just off the wall, if DRESUN becomes a #1 hit, super blockbuster feature film, millions of people see it, will this end up being one of the biggest websites that you've built and hosted as a result of that?
I would say it's the most exciting, without a doubt. Some projects, I love designing, but some projects are, I've done a million construction companies, I've done a million lawyer companies. So certainly working on a comic brand, it's much more exciting, and a lot more fun and more involved, and it brings out the kid in you, right? So I'm a big imagination guy, so yeah, it was, the vision of the website, and even just like the textures that we use, there's like almost like blood splatters and stuff like that. Like it's got its own work, it's got its own life. So it was fun.
Somebody who hasn't lost the kid in him is sitting over here. He went to put his hand up like he was sitting in a classroom. He's got a question.
Yes, I wanted to ask Sean, how did you come up with the idea for the logo that goes on his chest?
So we read through DRESUN's origin story. We read through his powers. We had multiple issues of the comic for us to see, and using that, we kind of determined that his main power is, electricity, energy. So the bolt was the natural fit. The bolt's been seen before, but we tried to create a unique bolt, and we created a completely unique word mark for the DRESUN letters. So as a whole, it is a very unique logo, and just represents his power.
How did you enjoy the process of making the website?
Yeah. So there was a lot of planning for the website, in terms of which visuals we wanted to be on the site. I really liked working with the illustrator. As you know, we went through a couple of artists. So we were kind of, we realized that not every artist is a good fit for this project, right? So when I found an artist that just really represented that Marvel feel, and it was like a proportion thing, like you want that V shape, and you want the big shoulders and like big hands, and right, that's what we were looking for. So when we found that artist and he started to produce these sketches, we got them back, we were really excited. And then as far as building out the site, we drew inspiration from all of the comic brands. Granted, their websites are very underwhelming for what you would expect for a Marvel level site. So we made the site fun, interactive, we made it responsive. There's a section where you can drag between the sketch and the finished illustration work. So it's a fun site. Lots of color, and a little bit of like real life and illustration. So it's got the best of both worlds. It came together nicely. We work with a team of developers here. So I get to do the fun part. I get to design the flat website, and then they bring it to life. So there's a million rounds of back and forth between myself and the developers. Move this over by a pixel, make this work better on a tablet, make this work better on the phone, change the menu. We have a CEO here that's very intrepid, I guess you would say. So he also chimed in at times and said, hey, like the menu looks great, but when I'm on my phone, it didn't maintain that look. So he came back to me, boom, we make it happen. And then now we have something that was good and was made to be great.